Hello everybody, this is Quiversee. Welcome back to some more Mega Man Legends 2. Last time about all we could do was stop Tron from destroying, well, reset. Hello everybody, this is Quiversee and welcome back to more Mega Man Legends 2. Last time, we landed on, Manda Island, and went to pay a visit to Pokte Village, but, yeah, it's kind of been destroyed thanks to Tron Bon. Looks like the pirates are also here looking for the Motherlode Key. And this time, we're going to begin our delve into the Pokte Island ruins. Or Pokte Village, Manda Island ruins.
There he goes. Do you really think that there's a key here, Bola? Bola? Huh? Hey, Bola, where are you?
Huh? Did you say something, Claymore?
Did you say something, Claymore? Get with it, Bola. We might be the ones to find the mother lode. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Nope, not at all. Why should I care? I've got enough money to keep me living a good life for a long time. I want out of this game. Get it, Claymore?
Come on, Bola, don't say that. I've dreamed of finding the mother lode for years. Help me out, huh? I'll let you take care of that blue kid. I'm going to check out another island.
All right. Wouldn't want to get in the way of you and your treasure.
Man! We saw...
Wow, it looks like no one's ever been in here before. Isn't it exciting, Mega Man? You're the first Staker to see this ruin.
Two little things. One, actually three things. One, thanks for interrupting my thoughts there, Roll. Two, I'm surprised if that's the case considering how this is literally right next to a village. You'd think that someone here would have gone down here. Number three,
Wait a
Claymore
second,
and
Mega Man.
Bola...
I'm picking up something that looks like a control panel inside that room. Can you see it?
Yes, Roll. Yes, I can. Would you like to share anything else? Can I get my thoughts out? Security system access. Card key required to activate main system. Okay. Claymore and Bola. I really want to know more about those characters. Suppose I should mention here, these doors have flashing lights. They're locked. You have to go to the one that's not flashing over here on the left. But yeah, like we only saw bits of Claymore, the big metal guy, on the Sulphur Bottom cutscenes. And I swear, it's just so interesting. Ooh, got ourselves some Miru Miji in here, which I don't believe we've actually seen in this game yet. They're basically the same as they were in Legends the First. They'll just worm around and try to lunge at you. And I believe you can... Yeah, you can pretty much walk on them, and as long as they're not trying to jump at you, you're fine. But, yeah. I don't know. The funny thing is, whenever I think back on this game, I'll remember the bonds, I'll remember the glides, I'll remember, like, all the Reaverbot stuff. Those two, I kind of forget about them too often enough, and I'll go over that a little more later. But it's a shame because I actually think they're pretty interesting characters, and they're just woefully underdeveloped. It's really a shame. I also really think that their designs are pretty unique. Like, Claymore, especially, like, his full iron battle armor, it's actually pretty cool. Oh! And another new Reaverbot. These things are called Inme. They just go in a line. You can destroy them, but they generate endlessly out of that little hole in the ground. So, you just kind of gotta weave back and forth. This is a very, straightforward dungeon, at least for now. Got this giant pillar here. It doesn't really do much of anything. Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. Can't interact with it. It's just kind of there. Elevator, yes. B2. We actually started on B3 at the bottom, so there's more going up in this ruin than there is going down. Ah! These guys! I love these things! They are Frongel! They jump towards you, they do hurt when they touch, And they jump when you jump. They're kind of annoying to fight, but I love them. They're... I don't know if it's like their design or the sound they make, but there's just something about them that just makes me smile every time. And we'll be seeing plenty of them, don't you worry. Frongel are pretty prominent in this dungeon. Yeah, let's use the machine gun a bit. Actually, no. Never mind. I just realized there is a reason that I want the machine gun right now. And I'd rather hold on to its ammo. Right. The one thing that is a little bit annoying about the Frongel is because of the way that they move, you can almost never run past them. Even when you get, like, one down, it's really annoying to try and run around them without getting hit. Alright, is this the room I think it is? Yes!
Hi there. What's up? You're that digger called Mega Man, aren't you? Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? Boy, you're younger than they said you were. But get me straight. I ain't got nothing against you personally, but my partner wants to get his hands on the mother load, see? I haven't done this for a while. Hope I'm not too rusty.
Yep, we have ourselves a boss fight already with Bola! The, pirates. Yeah, I guess they're basically pirates, Bola and Claymore. They actually have their own little logo up there, the sword. Again, though, we don't really learn too much about them. But for now, we have to deal with these, Frongels. Ah, there he is. Yeah, Bola is a bit of a ninja of sorts. And for some reason, he has the power to enrage the Frongel. When they're like this, they dash around mad fast, but they don't jump anymore. This is actually... I don't know why I wasn't using it before. For some reason... Sorry, I'm having a hard time focusing. The machine gun, I feel like, does a decent job here, but it is definitely being hampered by its inefficient energy. Oh, that's a map, not an item. I forgot to heal my energy canteen before I came in the dungeon, and I'm dead. Here we go, back to Bola, and I am way worse off than I was before. You know what? Let me actually... I'm just gonna die, aren't I? I'm already at no health, and unfortunately for me, the Frongel in here don't drop anything, and that includes health cube. But yeah, eliminating them should be priority number one. I actually forgot that he had the enrage attack before, but that's what got me killed was this. Alright, take 3 with Bola. I'm gonna try something a little different, because I remembered you can actually lift the Frongel. And that worked very poorly. And it was honestly not the Frongel's fault, it was me being bad. The problem with Frongel is, yeah, you can grab them, but because of the way that they move, it can be a bit of a pain. Oh, wait, yes. Ah, now there's a plan. Oh, and now he's stuck. No. Okay, you, get back here. Have a frog! I died, but I have a plan. Take 4, Bola. Grab a frog. Throw a frog at a frog. Watch a frog explode. Shoot the other frogs. Funny thing is, as I was trying to mention the first time, this is actually the fight I brought the machine gun for. Because I remember it very distinctly, got him, being effective against Bola for some reason. Though I have to wonder how Bola has the power to, command the Reaver bots like this. Thankfully, once the frogs are out of the way, this is a pretty simple pattern. He just spins around, throws 3 shuriken, kunai, whatever they are. Yeah, like, my Buster is doing significantly better. Maybe when I did it, my gun was better upgraded, or it was just because I was on easier difficulty. I don't know. But even then, the relative damage should still be about the same. I'm also more than content to just let that frog... Uh-oh. Never mind! Frog is angry and alive! I thought he was gonna stay down indefinitely, so I'm just gonna... just keep doing what I'm doing, only about 10 times more panicked. On the run here, I actually managed to grab a lot more Zenny than I did before. Less of it got stuck in the walls. You tricked me! Alright, fine. Get over here! Frogs! Then you. Then frog. Then you. And frog. And frog. And last but not least, you. You are going to meet your master, Bola. Hi, Bola. How you doing? Yep, do your swirly magic. Make him mad, and then I throw him at you. I'm gonna switch back to that because I'm gonna stick to my guns, doggone it. Pun not intended. Ugh. Something tells me, though, that when I go back to roll, or to the junk shop or whatever, to buy more healing, because the whole reason I didn't do that beforehand is because I don't have any Zenny, or I didn't have any Zenny before coming in. Whoa, wait, that was weird. Did you see that? Okay, it's not doing it now. I thought that the machine gun was, like, missing for some reason. Whew.
Hey, you're tougher than you look, little man. You must be getting old. I'll be back once I catch my second wing. Try not to get killed before then, alright? See ya.
To further hammer my point home, though, about how underdeveloped they are, look at Bola's design. Ooh, forgot these were here. Don't worry about those metal thingies right now. They're just kind of there. But if you look at Bola's design, like, he looks like a freaking desert ninja or something, you know? He's got the one claw hand, he's got a sword hand, but look at how he fights. He... some unexplainable way, can't do anything with that yet, by the way. Some unexplainable way he can enrage the Reaver bots, which makes no sense whatsoever.
Looks like that trap's been destroyed.
Oh, it's the crabs, or as they're officially known, the Kuruguru. They are back in this game, and yes, you can lift them and render them helpless. I actually really like the fact that you can lift these things because of their flipping mechanic. Ugh, I wanted to actually demonstrate it. Ah, I can't. So Kuruguru are actually kind of interesting because you can throw them at each other and throw other Reaver bots at them, but they don't take all that much damage from being hit by Reaver bots. Like, you can throw, like, several of them at each other and they won't take any damage, especially if they're on their correct side. But what's interesting about them is that when you throw them, usually they will just land like that. But sometimes they won't. And it's usually done by... I want to see if I can pull it off. I'm going to risk everything to pull this off. Like that. Like, you can actually use the environment and the physics around you to try and get them to fall where you need them to. You can still shoot them to flip them over, but I like doing the throw method so much more because it makes a lot more sense, and it's just cool that it goes that far. But yeah, like, you can still do the old method of shoot, flip, and then they do it twice. You can also see it takes a while. I'm going to be doing that for now, though, because I am almost dead, and I do not want to die, because if I die, I have to fight Bola again. Needless to say, once I have an opportunity to head back, I'm going to, if nothing else, to heal and save. But for now, we're shooting crabs. Thankfully, these platforms are here to make it easier. But back to what I was saying about Bola, I'm honestly disappointed with what they did with him in terms of his battle. Because aside from enraging the Reaver bots, all he did was throw knives. And yeah, he's got blades, clearly, but they don't look like they're made for throwing. They look like they're made for more of a melee thing. Like, I would have really loved it if they had made him more of a rushing boss. Like, you know, he would try to move to you and, you know, stab you directly or something. They could have done something really interesting with that, and it would have actually been pretty different for most of the pirate-based bosses, like, including from the last game. Most of it's all shooty stuff.
Before you leave, Mega Man, it looks like there's a control panel to your right. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
It looks like there's a door over there you can use to get into the next area. But how are you supposed to get over there?
An excellent question. But for now, security system is accessed, so let's release those door locks. Center block, north door released.
Looks like the door on the floor below that was locked is open.
Yep.
Check it out, Mega Man.
Yep, so this room here is actually a bit of like a central hub, and that's the whole point of this dungeon, is to go around and unlock the doors. So now we have another unlocked door, but I'm gonna go see Data first. I said I'm gonna go see Data first, thank you. Alright, all healed and saved, let us resume this dungeon. Go back to the machine gun arm for now. I'm still finding it really weird. Oh, these things! I believe these are called Tarbles. Apparently they're Vegeta's younger brother. These guys are actually interesting because they have a few different ways that they can attack. These guys just kind of sit on their spinny discs and shoot at you. But there's another way that these guys can attack that does not involve the spinny disc of death. They're also freaking adorable. Yeah, I don't know. I was just kind of mulling over the whole machine gun arm thing, and I remember that when I first got this, I said I liked it a lot more than the one in Legends 1. And in a lot of ways, I still stand by that. I feel like it is better implemented, but it's also kind of hampered by the Legends 2 energy system and its dual nature. And it's like now, oh, here we go. Yeah, if they're not on disc, they do that! And they'll just ram until they hit you or a wall. But yeah, like, it doesn't have the whole spread mechanic, which is good because that made the one in Legends 1 nearly useless without just paying to get rid of that. It still has its cheat factor and all that, but it is definitely marred by two major issues. One is the energy efficiency, and the other is the fact that the homing missile, you can get that at the exact same time. Like, you can't really get either of these weapons all that much earlier. And it's such a shame. Because when I get to that weapon, you'll see that one's much better. But it's like, my opinion on this gun has actually diminished from when I started. And the reason I'm bringing up the Legends 1 machine gun so much is because that kind of had the opposite effect, where I actively disliked it, and then it's like, you know, it's actually not that bad for when you get it. Like, I actually warmed up to it. I'm kind of cooling off on this one, but here! The Goru Beshu. These guys were originally not in... These guys were in the original game, but they were there only at the end. And they have changed considerably. Because you'll see now, instead of shooting fireballs, they have this weird spray attack. If we get hit by it, not only does it do damage, but Mega Man is now glowing green. This does two things. As you can see, my energy on the right is draining fast, and it also disables our Buster Gun. Now this attack, this little piddly attack here, this still does damage at point blank range. You have to get right up in front of them. Yes, that is our first instance of a status effect. I don't know if that one is like, what that one's like supposed to be called or whatever, but I believe it. I would just, I don't know. When I see that, just because it's all green and has those fumes coming out of it, I think of it as like poison. But it doesn't do any damage. It just drains you of your energy. So I guess if it were to be a name, it would be called Energy Drain. You can get rid of these Miramiji really quick. And you know what? Since my machine gun arm is now completely out of juice, because of that little demonstration, I'm going to switch to the lifter. And nothing of value has been lost. Goru Beshu in this game are fascinating because they often come in pairs. And yeah, they're used like this to block doors quite often. Don't come in. But it's funny though, because just like in the first game, when you're shooting at them, they'll hold up their shields so you can't hurt them. Even if I'm in this status and my gun is pointless. Alright, I gotta wait for this to wear off. You can see that by the lifter down there, I can lift them. But I gotta be careful. You gotta kind of trick them. Ah, dang it. I lost the rhythm. If you can get a rhythm on them, you can actually, like, hit them pretty well in between their cycles. The general rule of thumb is you need to be just close enough to hit them, and you need to wait until they actually start shooting. Or are just about to start shooting. Otherwise, you won't get your shot in time. You can also try and get behind them, and that does help. These things are also way tankier than I remembered. Come on. Come on. Just a little more. I need to get rid of this one. When they're side by side like this, it's such a pain. And I'll just demonstrate now. If I were to just keep shooting, that's going to happen almost every time. Okay, he's dead. Now, cool thing about Gorobeshu, they don't drop a lot of Zenny, but they tend to drop a lot of energy cubes, both health and ammo. And, wait for it. No! I said no! There we go. You can grab them. That is generally the best way to take care of them, but when you grab them and throw them, you can just get behind them and do this. They knock down, make it almost impossible for them to recover. And on top of that, they have less invincibility frames. So you get to kill them faster. Alright, let's get this guy out of here. He may not drop a lot of Zenny, but he still drops Zenny. And it is a big refractor, so that's good. Thankfully, if you can manage to grab one and throw it at another, it usually does result in just outright destroying them both. And these guys are a good way I can show that, because that one was just asleep, apparently. I don't know why that happened. But I am not inclined to complain. Ooh, got this over here. Security system, download item data. Yes! Alright. So in this game, the Legends team decided to take a page out of the Legend of Zelda book, of all things. Because if we go to the map, what that did was download item data. That yellow square on the map, that indicates that there is a treasure chest there. So this will now allow us to see on all floors where the items are. This is essentially like a Zelda compass. So there's one right there. There's two down there that we don't see any way to get to. There's a couple up there. Okay. I'm not going to do this every time we get the item data, but if I'm missing an item, this will be very helpful. There's a couple on floor basement 1, and that's all there is. Okay. I guess I'll go south from here. I actually forget which way I'm supposed to go. But there is the item. You found blue card key. And a fight.
I'm back. Miss me?
No.
Ready for round 2?
Yep, round... There we go. Round 2 with Bola. This one goes a bit differently, as you can see by the spinning blades of doom. He still tends to just stick to his, spinning knife attack. He likes spin. He likes to spin. Unfortunately, the spinning blades of doom also block your shots. So, in addition to... Ah! I forgot about that attack. Uh-oh. I know he's about to do... Okay, no. Never mind. I thought he was about to do something else when I saw my shots were just bouncing off of him. Doggone it. Yeah, in addition to being really annoying obstacles to maneuver around, they're also going to block your shots. But yeah, like, that shockwave attack is kind of what I was talking about earlier. I wish that he did more moves like that as part of his main repertoire. Ugh, jeez. Gotta give this guy points, though. He is tenacious. We beat him once, and he is already back for more. Funny enough, though, I think that this fight is easier than the first one because of the frogs not being here. Okay, so he's gonna do his ground wave slam. Yep, just jump or get out of the way, whatever. No. Oh, he did it again. He has one more attack that I know of, and I am scared to death of him doing it when I'm at low health. Because I don't really remember how you're supposed to dodge. Not that that matters, because I'm clearly showing... Okay, now he's about to do it. When he teleports on top of the central thing up there, he'll do his ninja magic, and this! Okay, okay, it doesn't fire as fast as I thought it did. I thought that it went back and forth repeatedly, but no, it's just in, and then it rotates a bit. Whew. That was the attack I was worried about. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time dodging his knives, of all things, though. Like, they're even more tightly clustered than they were in the first fight. Maybe that's why I'm having such a hard time, because they're tightly clustered, and I'm trying to dodge them as though they were widespread. Okay, he's doing this again. I guess he doesn't do this until he's at half health, and yeah, while he's doing this, he's invincible. Alright, which way's going? It's going that way. One more, come on. There we go. Would still love an explanation for why this guy is using the elements of the dungeon to fight us. Like, it's an interesting concept, but he's not a Reaver bot. He is a pirate. He's essentially just a digger that also steals from other diggers. He shouldn't be able to command these things. Unless these spinny blades in particular aren't, like, trapped, but that still wouldn't explain the frogs. Only thing I can figure is maybe the frogs were just spawning in naturally and he just has some kind of, I don't know, some kind of like signal jammer or something that he can use to manipulate them. I could believe that. Woo! You see, it's stuff like this that really does make me wish there was a little more explanation, because any of those would be really cool ideas to explore in like a backstory or something. Heck, it doesn't even need to be a backstory. Like, just something to give these guys just a little bit more character development. I don't know. It's just, the more I think about it, the more it really bothers me about that.
Oh. Dang. Give an old man a break, will you? I think I pulled something. You might not realize it, but someday you'll be old too. Enjoy your youth while you can, but develop your skills, because your speed won't last forever. What do you care? You're not even listening anyway, are you?
No, I am!
Since that card key was so hard to get, it must be used to access a central control panel. It's probably what you need to activate the panel that was just inside the entrance.
Oh my lord. Roll. Roll. You're trying, but that key was only so hard to get because of an outside force. That had nothing to do with the dungeon itself. On a side note, unless I am forgetting anything major, that's the last time we ever see Bola. If you thought I was going a little too long about how they don't get enough development or anything, this is why. We have seen Bola for the first and last time throughout the span of this episode. Like, and he's so interesting with what little they did. Like, just... It frustrates me. It frustrates me because they did good and bad like that at the same doggone time. If we do see Bola again, it's literally for just like one minor scene later that I'm blanking on. But, yeah. That's it for him. Anyways, with the card key, we can now access the central terminal. Behold! Pillar Bridge!
You should be able to get to the top of the tower now. Wait,
Oh.
I'm picking up multiple readings. The Reaver bot seems to have been activated everywhere. Be careful, Mega Man.
Yep, doing that also activated a whole mess of nonsense in the ruins. Now we have to make our way back up to the top up there. Or was it up there? I think it was up there. We have to make our way back up to the top so we can cross the bridge and explore the rest of the ruins. And next time on Mega Man Legends 2, we are going to do just that. And hopefully get the first key to the mother lode. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. Almost got killed on the outro.